Hello everyone, welcome to my Soul Sparkle channel. Today I want to talk about the topic which is, it's called a public disease, and it is depression. And I can tell you from my own experience, when you are in it, you most likely don't even know it that you are in it until nothing else is moving, and you just find yourself feeling sad and unfeeling actually most of the time. And depression means pressure something, like you press something down, and it's your life force energy. It is most likely this connection to your higher self, to your soul essence. And there are even many children, I worked as a teacher for years, and I myself actually was a depressed child. I just didn't know it then. It starts in early childhood and comes on and off for many people. And now there is a time when it is surfacing a lot. So many people call and are aware of that there's something. They think that there's something wrong, and they call it depression. And in truth, there's nothing wrong. It is just you disconnected from who you truly are, and I did that. And I was on a spiritual journey for over around 25 years now. And I am on a spiritual journey, but during these many years, I just got so serious, and I want to dissolve my karma. I want to dissolve all these heavy energies. I don't want to live like this anymore. So I worked on my spiritual evolution, and it was necessary and it was important because times 25 years ago, everything was much tenser, and you either had to work, or in my case I would have maybe left my body if I didn't. But then what I found out half a year ago, that I got so caught up in the seriousness of this journey, and what ascension means, and the ascension journey, and how to bring new earth to life, how to bring heaven on earth down into our bodies and into my body. I disconnected from joy. I disconnected from not just what makes me feel joyful, because that's, again, I don't mean the joy you need to do something and then you feel joyful, but the real true joy, the childlike joy, you get up and you are, what's going to happen today? And I'm out and I meet people, and I do what I want to do. And you know how many adults are living like that? Most of the people who call themselves adults are, in a strict day-to-day program. And doesn't mean that they don't like what they do. There are people who love what they do, and then they don't work a day in their life. But depression doesn't even have to do something with working. It really has to do, and that's just spoken in a spiritual, energetical understanding or awareness that I gained, with expressing your soul essence. And there are people like the most famous actors or singers, they really are expressing their soul essence. And when they don't get lost in the fame and in all the other stuff which comes with being famous, you see that they are just in love with themselves and with what they are doing. So, oh my God, I said you are in love with yourself. My God, in many spiritual teachings, the self is bad, and you never should be in love with yourself because it's just ego stuff. I was so long caught in this, this is ego stuff, and you shouldn't think like that, and you shouldn't do it like that, and you are caught in your ego. And yes, that's true. I was caught in my ego. We all are still, except the ones who have reached mastery already have their ego self, but not loving ourselves. That for me is the wrongest teaching I could have ever followed, because self-love and self-respect and, out of this self-awareness that you are a divine child of God. And you are not, if you're not loving yourself, you are not grateful for this experience you can have as an infinite light being. You chose this physical vessel to have experiences. And, if you wanted to experience depression, that's also okay. I did it for a long time, didn't even know that I was, depression is also just a term, but that I was disconnected. I always actually thought I do so much spiritual work, I am so connected. I haven't allowed most part of my soul to enter. I didn't want to integrate the shadow parts, as many of us still don't, and didn't want to look at them and didn't want to feel them. And this pushing away parts of me, because I'm the I am light, but I have also this, since I'm incarnated, there's also shadow parts of past lives, of this life, which needed to be integrated to come together as a whole, So depression is, for me, not looking at what needs to be looked at, not wanting to move forward, because it is usually, depression usually is there's nothing moving. You're just sitting on your sadness and your heaviness, and you don't know how to get out of it. And that's not a nice place to be in, I know that. But there is help always if you ask, either physical help, you go to somebody who, helps you get out of it, or you ask for spiritual help. But there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, even if you don't see it yet. And this is what I wanted to tell you. And you see this beautiful picture a dear friend of mine created actually. There's always this light is your core. So the only thing you can do is, when you are feeling depressed, you just you cannot shut the light down, but you just put so much over it that it's just a little glimpse, and there's not enough air and movement to spread, to open, for all this light being, for the whole light being you are. So, and this very often has to do with thoughts we have about ourselves, thoughts we have about the world, and by judging the situations we are in, they're either good or bad. So actually what I'm telling you, depression is good. Depression is good if you feel you are depressed and you are aware of there's something I don't know how to move out. That is good, because that means you have reached a point where you can, the only way to feel yourself again is to shift something inside of yourself. And there's also the way some people, and I definitely was one of them, who thought the only way out is to die and to leave my physical body. For a long time I was actually convinced that when I'm dead it's gonna be easier. And I have to laugh now, because I realized how strange this is, to sign up for this physical incarnation and then waiting to die, or wanting to die to get out of it again. I realized I didn't get the point. As long as I thought, getting out of this physical body is the only solution, I didn't get the point. I wasn't grateful for this incarnation. I lost the connection to yeah, to gratefulness, to respecting my physical being, to allowing the awareness completely that I'm a child of God and that I'm a divine spark, and that this spark just needs to be ignited. So I know what I'm talking about, and I tell you, it is a decision you have to make to move from the depression into your true beingness and into life and into joy and into who you truly are. And it's very often very helpful to have somebody to support you. If you're a physical person, you can also work with the spirit world, because now what I feel, and I started 25 years ago with my spiritual journey, the energies are already lighter. Earth has already a different grid around. It's not that tense anymore. So it is easier now to shift your energy, to get out of where you are, of the dark place, if you call it. And if you want, I have a few one-on-one places left, and most people I invite to my ongoing program Rejuvenate. It's 21 days connecting with your true essence and with the miracle essence that makes you who you are. If that interests you, I put the description and the website address in the subscription box, and you can contact me anytime. I work in German and English, and I recently heard somebody saying, keep growing, you've got this. And with that, I wish you a wonderful weekend. You can like this video or subscribe to it if you want to hear more from me, or connect to me, or nothing at all. And with that, I really wish from my heart to yours that you take some support to get back into the driver's seat of your life and create the wonderful heavenly on earth possibilities for you that are waiting. Bye bye.